Test, test. Yep. Alrighty, let's see if he's online. It's going to be an interesting match, this one. So, I spent a little bit of time preparing. Alrighty, let's see what's going on here. It doesn't say he's online on Discord. But it says he's online in game. Hopefully we're able to get a hold of him. Let's have a look at the teams while we wait. So, my roster is it's pretty standard for an Ogres team. We've got 5 Ogres and a whole bunch of Noblars, 8 Noblars. The advancements, you know, I've put 2 break tackles on my Ogres. I like it because one of the big disadvantages of Ogres, you chuck a mark on them and they can't go anywhere. Chucking a break tackle on them makes them a little bit more versatile. And the Noblars, their main job is to sort of put a bit of a hazy screen behind the big boy Ogres. And so I think break tackle works quite nicely for that. Oh, I've got the invite. Accept. Let's get into this. Now, his team, is pretty standard for an undead team, and that's got me concerned. I don't like playing undead. Undead, just rough and tumble. They can beat the crap out of any team. The mummies, I mean, I think they're pretty much the only other team that has such easy access to to having multiple big guys. Aside from, of course, like halflings and goblins, the other meme teams. So they're the most legitimate team that has multiple big guys. And of course you've also got all of the ghouls, which provide great mobility. And then you've just got this really middling lineman out of the rotters. But the whites really tie it together, and they're great blitzers. And so they're a really formidable team that can really kick the shit out of a mean team like Ogres. He's got a few skill ups we can go over just after the coin toss, but let's see who gets this. Ooh, that's tough. I want tempo. I think tempo is going to be deciding this match. So I think offense is a better strategy here. Yeah, so let's get the icons turned on. Now, yeah, we've got my two break tackle guys here, who are going to provide a little bit of mobility. They can pull out from the scrum, as it were. He's got a couple setups, so importantly, he's got Blodge on this ghoul, and I think one of his whites, yeah, he's got Mighty Blow on this white, and he's got Tackle on this one. I don't think he's got any other setups, skill ups, I guess. So I think he's, you know, for 3 weeks of play, a pretty rounded team. Now, he's trying to minimize, he's playing for tempo as well here, right? You'll notice he's pulled his mummies away from the line, and so I'm not going to be following into them. If I was him, I probably would have put my mummies immediately behind these rotters, because the goal being try and force people to not follow, stop the gain of ground. So I actually came up with this line earlier in an attempt to sort of counter the way the undead play, and so hopefully this does work well for me. Because of the way he's set up, I'm actually going to pull this guy out into the wing, pull this guy back, and spread. It's going to give me a little bit more of a versatile setup. So let's see. Hopefully he doesn't get to rearrange his players. Nice. Everyone loves that. No. Can't do that. No, it's alright. Advance. Pitch. Let's gain a bit of ground. The goal here is going to be to not overcommit, right? We want to cause a scrum and move the ball to a different part of the pitch. So, just going to start off with some pretty simple blocks. Of course. And we're actually going to be block minimizing here, in terms of we're going to try and keep the number of blocks against our ogres down, because he does have those mummies. We don't want them doing anything too scary to us. Ooh, and Rotter knocked out right from the get-go. That's going to be nice. Playing with slight team advantage, help compensate for some of the boneheaded ogres. And so, I'm going to try and go for a pickup here. We're going to keep the ball nice and deep for the moment. We don't want the other team to be able to, you know, move into the pitch and cause some hassles for us. Now, I think these ghouls pose the biggest threat to us, to be honest. They're really scary. And so we're just going to try and keep some distance, right? Do I want to do it? Yeah, I want to do it. Big time plays. Doesn't matter. We're just hoping to get the break tackle to pop off there, but no need, no need. I do admit, it's not really what we wanted, right? The ball carrier is not exposed, per se, but it's not great. Right. And the reason why I was trying to dodge away there with the ogre, the mummies are going to be short-range blitzers, right? Because there's no chance of bonehead or anything like that. And so, by moving him away from the other player, I was hoping to try and discourage him blitzing that ogre. Interesting, he's bothering engaging the boneheaded, right? Of course, the bonehead can't really do an awful lot this time. I'm going to be honest, I thought that was a break tackle ogre at the left wing there. I forgot I had the break tackles in the middle. He's going to make the big time play. It's not that big time, to be honest. It's interesting, right? He's already used his blitz. He can do this, but there's not a great deal of advantage gained by it. Because this is a Nobbler, and he can just simply walk away, as Nobblers I want to do. I'll probably put him a little bit back here, maybe. Move the diving tackle Nobbler back. So this Nobbler is diving tackle, which means that he will basically, you know, it's more likely that he will succeed in tackling someone. And more importantly, if they don't have the icons on, it's really hard for a player to know that he has diving tackle. It's quite fun seeing that come into effect. I'm just going to secure the ball there. And we're going to go for a couple knocks. I'm not going to risk the block with this. Oh, there's actually, I didn't see that. It's unfortunate. In for a penny, in for a pound. That's what I like to see. I'm going to follow that one. Ooh! Yes! Immediately, that's what we fucking like to see, ladies and gentlemen. And he's undead, which means no apothecary, but that character is not undead. And so can't remember quite how the necromancer works, but there's no coming back from that. And so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And that's another fallen to fill foe the fist. Alrighty. There's a few dice roll there. Let's hope they don't go his way. He's pulling back a couple players there. He might be trying to target this ogre, but Gary Gumbo Broiler can take a fucking beating, so I'm not too concerned about that. And you know, the attrition is starting to... That's roughly one player out of turn from him. Hopefully it continues to that. Wasn't his upgraded one, was it? No. So, not too bad for him, but not the best. The ghouls are pretty cheap, I think, from memory. They're not as cheap as the rotters and all of that. Ooh. There we go. Ah, that's a shame. That's interesting. That actually kind of makes it a little bit harder for a player to sneak through there. Right. I don't think we're going to see a blitz on the ball carrier. We've just got too many tackle zones. Oh, we've got one there. Alright. Got him! And that's why I fucking love diving tackle. As I said, it's a little hard to notice that he's got diving tackle if you don't have icons on. There's no indicator when you go to make the move. So it's fucking annoying as shit. To be honest, it's almost a fault in the game's design that you can make a move like that and it won't tell you. Yeah. So we're just going to start moving up the pitch. This white is probably the biggest threat at the moment. You want to see it? Yes. Get in. And this is fantastic for me because now this ogre can blitz him. And we're just going to stay away from him. Make him blitz with the mummies. Now, these players can reach all the way around. It's a really frustrating trait that they have. So we're going to make that a little bit harder. Especially for that one. They're really squishy, ghouls. They... Oh, what? 7 armor? Yeah. They're 7 armor. No chance of regeneration, of re-rolling an injury to them during when they're present on this type of team. So they're really fragile. Oh, of fucking course. Oh, and off he goes to Dreamland. But that's quite alright. I'm not really worried about him making it all the way through. Yeah, these rotters are so fucking slow. Oh, these are zombies, not rotters. Rotters are on Nurgle. Zombies are on this one. So, yeah. I'm not too worried about them. But... because they can only move 4 squares, right? You see the width of the pitch. Once you get to one, the opposite side, they're It'll take them 3 turns to catch up, and you can just be putting more space between them. So yeah, right now I guess his plan is try and stop me being able to score in subsequent turns. Because right now, I can't score next turn without pulling some bullshit. So fingers crossed. Well, he's going to try and do a gang up, but I don't know who else he's going to pull over. The mummy? He didn't need to bring the mummy over. Okay, so is the plan try and make some room for the ghoul? Ooh! That's unfortunate for him. The double going for it. Not too keen. This one actually does have dodge. I checked. Oh, jeez. Let's do the completely safe maneuvers first. So we'll bring him up to help screen the rear. So that would be an 83%. Like that. I think these are both equally likely. Yeah. Oh. Gone for a tumble. Let's see if he does it again. Nice. There's no real point in moving him up there. The ghoul is actually probably the biggest threat. Yeah, can the ghoul reach? Of course it can reach, he's a fucking ghoul. So we're just gonna see if we can make him go to sleep. No? No dice there, unfortunately. Gotta love the fucking titchies. Nice. Ooh, a knockout on his mummy. That's not very pleasant for him. And the fun part is you can't roll regeneration on a knockout. So he's got to be displeased with that. Now he's got 2 zombies on reserve, not rotters. So he'll be able to bring those on. See, this team, what they really rely upon is their regeneration. A lot of the undead have regeneration. That's that ability there. And because they're so reliant on that, the ghouls are left in the dark. Nothing can save them. And you've also got the Necromancer, which from memory, if you kill an opponent player, you get a copy as a zombie. That's pretty cool. Ooh, lovely trip. Just lovely. Now the real question is, do I want to keep the pain train rolling? the answer is always an unequivocal yes. Yes, I do want the pain train to keep going. There's nothing he can do to stop me from scoring at this point. No one can reach the ball carrier. So now it's about block optimization and just whittling him down. And hopefully killing ghouls. Ooh. I think we're going to start jumping on this guy. He looks a bit annoying. Ooh. No need. He's going to be off the pitch anyway. Maybe we'll have to start jumping on this ghoul. Because this ghoul is a bit scary. And we want to make the most of this advantage while we can. Ooh. Nothing. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so we're going to try and whittle down his numbers here. We've got an advantage. Let's make the most of it. And yeah, this tempo that I was talking about really is coming into play. You gotta love Noblars. They're actually not called Noblars in this game, they're called Snotlings. I see you got some revenge there, and I'm not gonna waste an Apothecary on a Snotling. These guys cost nothing. No matter what, at the end of this match I can buy another Ogre. And that will always be the advantage. I'm gonna need some recommendations for what to call them. You know, we've got Filfo Fist, Billy Borscht Thunder, Mel Minestrone Nasher, his Billy's brother Greg Gazpacho Thunder. This guy can reach now. I'm gonna try and minimize the risky poses. Lovely. Off the pitch, that's what we want to see. The real problem here is all of these are knockouts. So with knockouts, right, he will get to roll twice. He's going to get to make 2 attempts and bring them back from being knocked out. So we're probably only going to see about a quarter of these guys stay off the pitch going into the next half. And that really is not what we like to see. It'll be fun to see if we can crowd surf that white. Knock him into the stands and let the fans have some fun. It's unfortunate. Everyone likes a little bit of good, clean Bloodbowl fun. Let's see if we can step on him. That was unfortunate. Now I believe he's going to make an attempt to get his ghoul off the ground and out of the pit of despair. Let's see how that goes for him. Where is my diving tackle? Diving tackle is next to the ghoul. I hope that he tries to dodge away. But to be honest, what he's actually going to do is he's going to try and blitz, probably. If he blitzes the Noblar, he still gets a 2-die block. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know why he went to go for it. That's fine. Let's step on this Noblar. Not Noblar. Just another stun. That's unfortunate. At least my players haven't been sent off the pitch for that. You know, some consider that to be unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure why. We're just going to bring him over so he doesn't try anything funny with that white there. The white is probably going to try and murder him. And so we're actually going to pull him away. Because that is an annoying Noblar. He's just out of reach of the white, but he can make it back to the ghoul to step on him again. But he's not going to. Ooh, I think we're going to see this Noblar off the pitch after this. I think doing that to a Noblar is unsportsmanlike conduct. But no, that's fine. That's what they're for. Hitting and being hit. Actually, not so much hitting. Just being hit. And it's a good thing this didn't happen to my beautiful little soup over there. No, I love the touchdown animation for the Noblars. Look at this shit. What a fantastic player. Decided I didn't want to have another season with the Ogre cheerleaders. Not Ogre. What are they called? Orc. Yeah, look at this shit. Look at that bullshit right there. It's statistically unlikely, but it happens. Oh, he woke up. That's alright. So I'm gonna have a full team. He's gonna have a full team. We're back to square fucking one. Now we're just going to try and minimize the damage he can do. You wanna pull back Noblars beyond hitting range and hope the Ogre's armor holds up. But that's what they're there for. And they're a little bit apart, so that the mummies can't get too much value. You know, it'd be scary if he gets guard on those mummies. I don't want to see that. Come on. Get your block maximizing out. Put your 3 people in the wing who can all charge that Ogre down. He just gets a turn to try and beat up my team and see what blood he can draw. I'm not expecting him to be able to get too much out of him. And you have to put 3 players on the line. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see. Oh, fuck off. Oh, thank God. What bullshit is that? Fuck. Poor Soup. With his diving tackle. He's a tactical little fucker. Where's the other one who just got a touchdown? Who was it? Was it Minestra? I think it was Minestra. Oh, lovely. Only one attempt at a hit there. If he had gone left, he could have brought his players in. So I thought, no, he didn't try it. He could have done multiple blocks, but bit of an attempt. Oh, fuck yeah. Look at that. Look at that bullshit right there. And now, he gets to try that. Oop, he's going down, but I don't think his armor's going to break. It's 9 armor. Thick skull. Whoop. Yeah, he's fine. He's just taking a nap. So now we're going to see a blitz. He's probably going to try and use the Mighty Blow white here. So Mighty Blow increases the likelihood of causing injury. All of my ogres have it just by default because they're ogres. Let's see if his white is able to do any more damage than that. Can't say. I'm expecting it. It's an ogre with a thick skull, but you know, we'll see. He's going to move up some more support. Doesn't actually do anything putting that guy there, but no matter. Yeah. Come on. And we're done. Okay, he can't hit anyone else this time. He probably drew a vanity pass. Surprised he's not doing it with Fragile over there. Does this guy have SPB? No? Yeah, these guys are low agility, so this isn't likely to succeed. It's interesting. He's actually... Who's he passing to? He's going to try and pass to the mummy. Why did he... So... You only get SPP for a succeeded pass. And there was no opportunity there for that pass. Only the passer gets the SPP, not the recipient. So that mummy wasn't going to get any SPP from that. And the mummy's an agility 1 player. So he could have picked it up with the ghoul and tried to pass to one of his other players. But no. So this is what I cooked up earlier. I like it because it gives me tempo. It does, unfortunately, sacrifice the beautiful life of a few of my Noblars. But I'm sure they'll be fine with that. And of course, they're only 1 block back, unlike his, where he had his mummy's 2 blocks back. And what that's going to achieve is any followed hits will put them in range of an ogre. And being in range of an ogre is a bad time. So I'm expecting... I hope he should go up, but fingers crossed, you know. Anything's possible. Oh... Fuck yeah. Look at that. Look at that bullshit. So I'm going to see if I can hurt this full soul. That's what we like to see. Oh, that's good to hear. That's one of the wipes. Yeah, it's the one with tackle. So what tackle does is it means the automatic reroll from dodges doesn't work. And I'm a bigger fan of diving tackle than regular tackle. Diving tackle makes dodges more difficult. Regular tackle, it makes dodges more difficult, but only for a player that's already good at dodging. Diving tackle works on everyone. Now I'm not going to overcommit to this charge, because he's just going to pick it up with the ghouls and run left. So I'm going to hold the rest of my line and hope. Yeah, if he picks up the ball right, the guy won't be able to go too far with it, and hopefully that ogre can get another meaty punch to him. And importantly, most of these guys are in tackle zones at the moment. Yeah, all of them are. He's going to do some blocks and they'll get freed up a little bit. Oh, lovely, lovely. So yeah, if he decides to follow that, it means my ogre gets to hit him next time. And that's why he didn't follow it, because he's aware of that fact. So now he can start trying to bring his players up, make things difficult. The lovely thing about that ogre, though, is he has break tackle, which means unless he goes down, which he probably will here, right? He's probably going to have a bit of a pile-on on him. You hate it, but it's what'll happen. This guy will support. He'll get a 2-die block with his white. He's hoping for the ogre to go to sleep. Probably will. We'll see. But if the ogre stays up, if he tries to bring the ball back down the pitch any, then he'll be in trouble because the ogre can reach him. Put him there, why not? He's just gonna go to sleep now though. Mighty Blow on a Noblar is like the kiss of fucking death. Alright. Yeah. Where's Soup? Yeah, my beautiful little Soup's fine though. He's gonna be a pain in the ass until the end of his days, which hopefully aren't later this turn when this guy decides to charge. He'll hopefully go for him, yeah. That's only a 1 die, so he's gonna move this ghoul up and then he's gonna go for it again. But the question is, right, if he's able to... Yeah, okay, so he is willing. See, this guy has break tackle, which means if he ends up in... Oh, he did not want to see that. He might even re-roll that. Yeah, there we are. So he's going to put him... Yeah, there? Yeah. So he can stand up and punch someone next turn. And he's going to stand up and punch that ghoul, probably. And it's still going to be a 2-die block, because ogres are big. It's a notable trait of theirs. I might swap around the positioning here, so that this Noblar's back, to make him a bit more support, make him a little bit less vulnerable. Yeah. Okay. Cool, we're going to do that. Yeah. So that should be pretty hard to pass through in a single turn. Now, he's going to go for that ball. This guy's going to blitz. And the cool part is, if this guy goes down, he'll be able to just probably step away as well, to make it so that you have to blitz him to be able to hit him. We'll see though. This guy does have blocks, so this might be a bit challenging. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to see. Marginally better. This guy does actually have that ability that I thought the other one did. But he's just going to reposition. There's no real advantage to it. No point rolling die when you don't need to. Gonna start advancing down the pitch. Whilst keeping the core of the defense here. And keeping everyone nice and safe. We didn't want to put him on the sideline because he'd gang push him off the pitch. I was really hoping that guy would go down so this guy could stand here, but that's why block is such a good ability. And it's really unfortunate. Ogres aren't actually able to access block directly. So for an ogre to get block, they have to roll a doubles when they roll to level up. So when you level up a character, you have to roll die to see what they have access to. You know, there's a whole bunch of different things they can have access to. Oh, that's fucking lovely. He only has 1 reroll. He has no rerolls for the rest of the half. Oh, no. You know, if there were a list of 10 things he didn't want to see, that's one of them. That's a lot of die roll. I'm gonna do that later in my turn. But that would be a lot of fun if it worked. Be just tremendous fun. We're probably actually going to see some of his players start to push up the pitch. backed in defense. Yeah. Nuffle is the Bloodbowl god of luck, so Nuffle, have mercy and make this school dream warm dreams. Break tackle. He fucking makes it. He's down the pitch. He's made both going for it. He's punching him. Ooh. Fucking re-roll it. Pow. To push. Oh. You know what's lovely? From here is that is an incredibly hard ball to pick up, right? He needs to move in, he needs to pick it up, and he needs to move out. And those are all individually challenging actions. He probably only has like a 40% chance of success here. And he's going to be begging for every percentage of that. And what we need to do is make those pleas in vain. We're going to do that just to minimize the amount of rolling. Yeah. Both of those 83s can be re-rolled if he fails it. Yeah. Only one of them, rather, could be re-rolled in that. The first one's a B or 1 would fail, would be re-rolled. And if you failed another one, there would be no automatic re-roll. The lovely thing is, see all of this red and nasty colour? All 83s, because Noblars are amazing. Look at that. The tackle zones are a suggestion to them. They just move with the fluidity and grace that they were made for. Oh. We aren't going to do the GFIs with them. They're going for it. It's the extended movements. The die roll movements. It's a lot of 83s. In for a penny, in for a pound. Nothing failed, nothing failed. Ooh. Lovely. That's exactly what you want to see. So that means that he would either need a blitz with the ghoul or, blitz with them or move the ghoul. Yeah, and that really, the ghoul is his quickest moving player there. And so by forcing that, that block there, none of his players can reach the ball. They have to make going for it rolls without re-rolls to be able to get to that ogre. I think we're going to have an ogre touchdown here. Greg Gaspacho Thunder. Actually, you know what? It's going to be Filfo Fist who gets it. Filfo Fist is a level 3 ogre. It'd be fucking terrifying. I'm thinking multi-block maybe? Something scary like that. And he's not actually able to move up anyone to support the block, right, if he does make a block with him. So he's going to just try and make a move to recover the ball, or he's going to stand up the guy. If he stands up the guy, I'm really tempted to crowd surf him. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I was thinking going into this match I was going to lose, but quite frankly, I'm feeling incredibly confident right now. And this is all off of that kickoff event blitz, right? Which my defensive line was really well built for. You can never count on getting blitz, but it's always nice when you do. Oh, Soup just sitting in the background here, minding his own business, picking flowers. I think trying to find a four-leaf clover or something. He's going for it. He's fucking going for it. 25% chance to pick it up, even, and then he'd have to get the fuck out of there. See, you might not even want to get out of there, right? And he fails. Ball gets scattered. The ogre picked up the ball! Now, sometimes you're just given something on a platter, and you can't question it. You just have to accept it. And I think we've got one of those times. That's just incredible. Oh my god. Two dead and injured. Oh, the less scary of the whites is back. For our deceased friend, let's hope we can win this for him. At this point, he'd need 2 touchdowns. To be honest, I think we're unlikely to see that. Who are we missing? Yep, we're missing one of the line. To quote Sir Hippo, I just don't know. Man, that blitz was game changing. I think that's honestly, it's a really hard gap to cover, a 2-0 gap. He has 2 ghouls left, right? And ghouls are incredibly good at quick touchdowns. So 7 movement allowance is 2 faster than anyone on my team, right? He can cover this pitch in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in 2 turns, right? And that's why I was jumping on them earlier. You gotta just break those protruding spines, make sure they can't touch the ball. So hopefully we have some luck there, but fingers crossed. He's placing his players in attack, right? He's not doing anything, right? He seems a bit confused, maybe. Yeah. To be honest, yeah, as I said earlier, I was really uncomfortable going into this match. Undead scare me. The mummies can fight really well against the ogres. The whites, especially that white in particular, really nasty at hitting people. And ghouls are fantastic ball handlers. You know, on paper, I think they've got this, but, you know, we've been lucky. He's getting a bit of luck back there, right? He's got a touchback, and he's got a reroll. So this is his ideal situation, pretty much. The only thing that would be better for him is if someone threw a rock at one of my ogres and it killed them. So let's play some ball. Ooh, that's a fantastic start for me. He's actually used his reroll for that. What were the rolls? Yeah, there was a push in the first one. So, to be honest, I think he's getting a bit upset, a little bit angry. He's just trying to hurt something. Alright. And he's going to succeed here. I don't think we're going to see Juha, the Nobler, standing after this match. You'll need a wheelchair for the victory dance. Just badly hurt, though. He'll be in the next match, right as rain. Ready to play ball as he always is. What an absolute fucking champion. Alright, well, looks like we're probably going to see a blitz. Oh! He didn't notice the dodge! That's unfortunate. It was a 5+ dodge, right? So he only had a 2/3 chance of making that. He already used his reroll. Yeah, that was just unfortunate, really. That's the right one? Yeah. What is that? That's like a 67% chance, I think. This 33% dodge is not actually a 33% dodge, just for the record. For the benefit of those at home, it doesn't take into account the skill he has, break tackle. So it makes you do the mental math. And I think that comes out as... That's really unpleasant. Especially that little combination right there. And they're all coming home to roost right fucking now, in the heat of the game. That's upsetting. I'm going to put that guy here. So what that means is his tackle zones are gone. If we look at the other team's perspective, right? But until I put that guy there, they could knock this guy over and just move through, right? Or even without knocking him over, it would only be need to step around him. Now, it's a little bit more challenging. But really, to disincentivize that kind of play, I'm going to have to do something a little bit drastic here. I'm going to try and get the ball out of the ball handler's hands. That's both. There's still two going for it. In for a penny, in for a pound. Bucko, let's fucking go. Ooh. What rolls did we get there? I saw some reds. I think I saw some ones in there. So it was a 1. Alright, again, they don't reflect this correctly. It'll be hard pressed though, because if he is able to get a touchdown here, which to be honest, right, he couldn't have asked for a better turn there from me. Both of my ogres that could hit his mummies just completely forgot how to play Bloodbowl. He's getting to punch my beautiful soup. Don't hurt him, my boy, my precious boy. He's just stunned. He's just napping. Yeah, he couldn't have asked for a better turn there from me for him. He's just going to put that guy there. Yeah. And he's going to be kind of hard to reach. Alright, this ogre can't reach. He's just too slow. And he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 turns away from a touchdown there. That's a fucking lovely roll. And he is... Who's doing the block? The mummy is doing the block. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little prank. And we're going to put him here. Because my plan is even if I can't break the cage, I'm going to do a 3 red die block on that ghoul. Is it a 3 red die? Yeah, 3 red die block. Poor Keto. He's very health conscious. Yeah, I'm sure you've picked up the naming conventions, but if not, the ogres, you know, they all have their nicknames. And the goblins, sorry, the noblars, don't want to misrace them, all named after a type of soup. Is he getting supported? He is getting supported. Yeah, he's probably crapping himself in excitement right now. He can probably get a touchdown here. The best bet I have is to get someone in its path, right? The ghoul moves the fastest of that team. He'll have to break his cage towards the end if he wants to keep him going. Quick. So I think what we do is we get this ogre clear of one of his defenders. Oh, I forgot that's a mechanic. No, that doesn't change what we're going to do. We're going to do this hit as a blitz, which means we can move after hitting him, right? And we're going to stay put and just do a nice, intelligent play where we put him probably here. Who did he hit? Ooh. It's alright, he did his service. Who got hit? The ghoul got hit, the ball is loose! That is the cry of victory. That's the most demoralizing thing I think I've ever seen. Oh my god. He'd be weeping. Those throws are so hard to pull off. Now, just for the record, the 17% there was for his chance to land standing. That's after hitting another player in flight. So it's pretty expected that was all 17%. It was really, that was about a 30% chance of success. So we got it. We're happy. Yeah. Now, do we want to try and pick it up? No. No, we don't want to try and pick it up. It's a really hard decision here. If I try and pick that up... Let's see where it goes. Next to an ogre, out of range of the mummy, with 2 players blocking it. Now he has to move this ogre. He's probably shitting in anger. Because now he doesn't even get to try and recover the ball. Oh well. Trying to skip the animation there. Yeah, so he's going to pick it up now. He actually has a pretty good chance of picking it up, but he still only has 2 turns to get a touchdown. I've basically secured the match. Now it's about whether or not I can keep him scoreless. Because he would need to get a touchdown this turn, and he'd need to get a touchdown in the next turn, right? Which is just not really feasible. He can only move 7 at the most. He would need to be doing some of the janky 1-turn touchdown strats, which... whilst fanciful, are not really that viable unless you really are comfortable with the game. Let's see what he does. I really think we're probably going to see him just go for a pickup with the ghoul and run him down the pitch. The thing is, right, because he's knocked down, he's actually slower for his first turn. So he moves to here, in range of this lovely ogre, who will probably be in a tackle zone. But if he's not, that lovely ogre. So he'll be standing here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's exactly, he won't need to roll any die aside from picking up the ball if he goes for that, right? Everything after that is about getting in his way. Now he's moving down the pitch because he wants to have a cage ready for him down there. We'll see. It's nice. Are we going to see an armor break? No, no armor break. Armor holds. You need to roll... by summoning 2 die more than 10. Or sorry, 10 or more. Ooh, he lost the ball. And so that basically dashes his dreams of getting a touchdown, aside from a pass to this guy. So what we're going to do is first, the most important part of this, stand this guy up. Sorry, that's not what I was talking about. I'm going to put this guy here. We aren't... Ooh, we can get it. There is a dream that is still alive here, and that is the dream of the 1-turn Nobbler throw touchdown. If we can hand the ball off to him, which we can't do, but if we could hand the ball off to... I'm thinking for next turn. If we can hand the ball off to a Nobbler and throw him down the pitch, he can run it into the end zone. And that is the dream. So, we have a few different plays we need to make. So first we're just going to secure the ball. Next, we're going to stand up this ogre. We're not going to do anything dumb. We're going to play conventionally and safely for the moment. Then, he is going to stand here. It's about 50% chance, but he succeeded. Now, next turn, this guy... Sorry, we're going to get the ball to him. This guy is going to pick him up and throw him. Man, it's so disheartening when your players forget how to play the game. We just need to make this as hard as possible for him to pick up. It's alright, he didn't die. So, he cannot score. But he could keep me from scoring. It's by no means likely that we will pull this off. It's probably about a 10% chance of success. We need to pick up the ball, get the ball here, give him the ball, have him pick him up and throw him, and then have him run it in. There's a million things that can go wrong there. Well, probably about a dozen things that can go wrong there. But fingers crossed, all the best. We'll see what happens. That's not what we wanted to see. That makes the play a bit harder. It makes the play next to impossible. Because now, instead of a Nobbler doing it, it needs to be an Ogre doing it. Which of course, it's now impossible. We now can't get that touchdown dream, I don't think. Wow. That's unsportsmanlike. And good on the ref for saying that. It's the last turn of the game. Right. I know he's just out for a little bit of blood, but... Nah, I don't like that. So he can't reach. He can't reach. The dream is changing slightly. It's now about a 5% chance of succeeding, but it's possible. So, We can try and ninja kill ghouls, but I can still get the touchdown, right? It just needs to go incredibly well for me. I'm talking incredibly unlikely. That's the first thing we needed. Because now, there's actually physically more room, and my player can now. Oh, that's right, he needs to move horizontally. Oh, fuck it, end turn. Yeah, we could have tried and kill ninja some ghouls there, but I was trying to eke out that one turn touchdown. That's technically speaking possible. It wasn't actually possible there at the end. That's nice, that's nice, that's big. We're not going to reroll that. Ooh, Gary Gumbo levels up. Man, my team is getting more and more expensive. Do you validate this match? Yes. I'm going to hit him with a GG in Discord. So let's see what we do with our team now. The Allium Brigade, Allium being onions. So, we now have 180k, which is just lovely, because an ogre costs 140k. Polling the chat what we should call him. That's actually a pretty nice name. We're just gonna need to come up with a soup that starts with B, I think. What soups start with B? We've got borscht as already one of them. I'll figure that out of stream. But yeah, and we can level up Gary Gumbo Boiler, see what he will be. Come on, we're gonna hope for block, I think. If we don't get block in a general, you'll see, yeah, these ones you have to roll 2 die to be able to successfully get. If we aren't able to roll block, I think I'll give him break tackle again. I want a hyper mobile, hyper aggressive fuck man of a team. Let's see what we get. Woo! And doubles. Let's see what we want then. That's a much harder decision now because we now have access to every type of skill aside from mutations. Man, that's scary. Because we could give him something like Dirty Player? No, not Dirty Player. Where is it? Is it a... Where's Piling On? Oh, there it is. Never mind. There's a strength skill. You know, in the yoga tradition of sitting on people to turn them into jam. Yeah, that's a challenging question. I think I'll figure this out off stream. Thank you everyone for coming. Or, you know, there are a few people who trickled in throughout. It's always a pleasure, and I'll see you all next time.